Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
So check it out. The D6 Squad has merch now. We got hoodies, tees, mugs, whatever you need. Check it out. Link in the description. What's going on YouTube? Diggy546. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're new. Like the video if you like the video. And I won't tell if you click that bell. But let's go ahead and get into this. So this whole Leonard situation keeps on going. It continues to go. Every day you hear something new about this Leonard Williams scenario. And it's really getting exhausting at this point. There's no point in speculating, but we continue to do it. We keep hearing all these reports. Now we see a report saying that Leonard Williams and the Giants are nowhere close. They're nowhere close to a deal. So that's something right there. I thought that they were doing a deal between 20 and 23 million. That's what we heard, but apparently that was either just completely fake, or maybe that's just what Leonard Williams is asking for, and that's not what the Giants are willing to give him. I think it's just a lot going on, and I hope that the Giants do not use the franchise tag on him. I really hope that we don't do that, because first off, if you're using a franchise tag on him, I don't think that this team is in a position right now to go to a Super Bowl. So a 1-year rental it's not really beneficial to me. It doesn't really wet my whistle, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't. So if we're doing a 1-year rental and paying him $19 million, you might as well just give him the 20-something million, because next year you're going to pay him 20-something million. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, at that point he will have proven that he's worth that contract. And I think Leonard Williams might take that franchise and play under that franchise tag, because he probably feels that he can, get some more money out of it. But Leonard Williams, you might as well lock him up. If you want the guy, just lock him up, because next year, if he has the same year that he had this past year, he's going to get paid 23, 24, 25, maybe even 26 million, because he was really good this year. And the only reason that he might not get that this year is because of the salary cap, one, and then two, because he's had so many years where he hasn't done this. But my thing is, you're taking a gamble either way. You franchise tag him, you're taking a gamble of having to pay him next year crazy money. He might get 26 this year on the open market. He really may. So I think the Jags have the space. They could use him. The Panthers are trying to get Deshaun Watson, so they wouldn't have that space anymore. But a couple of teams could probably pay him that much, depending on what they view him as. But I think by the way, I think Leonard Williams might be able to actually play 4-3 defensive end full time too. So keep that in mind. He could possibly be paid as a legitimate regular edge rusher in a 4-3. But all that stuff aside, you might as well get it done now. Leonard Williams this year was a bedrock of the defense. Him, Bradbury, Martinez, Jabril Peppers, and Logan Ryan, I say were the stalwarts. Dalvin Tomlinson down there too, I would say, is another stalwart, and that's a decision. Do you want to bring back Dalvin Tomlinson? That's another hazy kind of decision. But Leonard Williams he's going to command a lot of money either way. So it's like, do you want to pay him now? Do you want to pay him later? If you pay him $19 million this year and he gets 3 sacks, now that might be an actual win for the Giants, because we still are going to probably get the pressures that he comes through with. We'll probably get everything else that he comes with, the run stopping, and it's only on a 1-year rental. So we can get rid of him after that and not have to pay him that top tier money. But I think that he's probably going to continue to play like how he did last year, especially in this scheme. It's just all up to, bringing back Dalvin. So it's really interesting to see that the Giants are not close to re-signing him. If they're not close to re-signing him and he ends up leaving, there are a couple of guys like Jarrell Casey that are going to be on the market. There's some edge rushers there. Kwity Paye comes into the discussion, even though I think he'd probably be best as a 4-3 defensive end. And I don't see him as someone who has all the tools, all of the physical tools, and he has the physical tools probably, but all of the, the hand fighting, the polish that a Leonard Williams has as a pass rusher. Kwity Paye is like 2 years out from being that level of pass rusher as far as technique-wise. So you're pretty much in a bad place. If Leonard Williams leaves, it's going to be really tough to replace him if you don't get a Jarrell Casey, who, mind you, had like, I think 0 sacks last year. The year before, maybe 3 or 4. He's not the same level of pass rusher. He's older. You save some money, but you probably be able to bring back Dalvin Tomlinson too. But he's not the same player as Leonard Williams, not even close at this point of his career. Now, if this is 2013, sure, he'd probably be getting paid 20-something million. But it's not, and that's just the way it is. It's really becoming difficult to me because I'm thinking, we could get Dalvin Tomlinson and a receiver. A guy like Curtis Samuel, maybe even Corey Davis, maybe for the same amount of money that Leonard Williams is probably asking for, which brings you to just really think about it. Is it really worth bringing this guy back? And the only thing is, I believe that the Giants can find a defensive tackle in the first 3 rounds to replace Dalvin Tomlinson and pretty much get similar production, not as elite as far as how he just throws people out of the way, how he really gets under people's pads and controls that line of scrimmage. Maybe not the same guy, but someone that's at least comparable, someone that you won't be like, oh man, if we had Dalvin, this wouldn't have happened. So I think we could find someone like that, and obviously they'd be making a lot less than what Dalvin is going to get paid, which is probably between 10 and 13 million. But it's kind of tough to find a Leonard Williams replacement. Kwity Paye is kind of raw, just as a polish as a pass rusher. Maybe he'd be better against those slower guards, but he's kind of raw. And then when you look at a Christian Barmore, I mean, do we really match up with him at value? We're not taking him at 11. I doubt he's going to be there in the 40s. So that would be a trade kind of scenario. So then we're giving up a lot. We're giving up more than what we need to replace a pass rushing interior defensive lineman. So we also lose out on the versatility. We could probably do that with pay, but we lose out on a lot. So Leonard Williams, should he come back? Should he not? I'm not sure at this point, but apparently the Giants aren't absolutely sure either, or this deal might have already been done. So he's going to hit free agency most likely. And I'm just telling you right now, if Leonard Williams hits free agency, I am about 115% sure that he's not going to be a New York Giant, and we're going to end up re-signing Dalvin Tomlinson, which will kind of make me feel good because we finally bring back one of our second-round defensive tackles. Hankins and Joseph left, so that'd be kind of satisfying, but Leonard Williams is probably going to get paid out of our price range if he hits that open market. So you guys let me know what you think about this. We were close. I thought we were close to signing him, but it looks like the Giants probably are thinking the same thing a lot of fans are, which is this is a lot of money for a guy who's only done this for 1 year. So if you made it this deep into the video, I'm calling you a D6 Squad member. If you're a D6 Squad member, you got to hit that subscribe button. You got to turn on that notification bell. And listen, I make all kinds of content for NFL teams. So if you're not a Giants fan, don't worry. I'll cover your team. If I'm not covering your team, let me know. And have a good one.